landing zone.
Oh, he's like a British man now.
Yeah, right? And he's evil, I think, right? No, it's Alistair. That's new.
Yeah, Alistair's like this. Because for some reason, regular Craig doesn't work, but reverse Craig and Alistair work. Alright, well, we'll see if anybody pops on, but...
If not, I can just laugh, because...
Alright.
Tyler's never seen this.
Yeah, so, quick intro. Welcome to Watch Party. I think that's what we used to call this. It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a while. Listen, it's been a while, but when one of the biggest flops of all time ends up being a superhero movie, we had to come back.
Yeah, I'll probably be doing lots of Googling. So me and John Scott have seen this before. This is Siler's first time, and we are watching 2023's The Flash.
I can't believe they canceled Batgirl for this.
Well, it's not like this, but like in conjunction with actually putting this out.
They were like, we're gonna cut Batgirl for cost-cutting measures, and because they were like, oh, we got such a big hit with The Flash.
Oh no! What you want to see? You're gonna see some cost-cutting measures.
Some extreme cost-cutting measures.
I cannot wait to hear you say this. So, I am at 000.
Hold on, I'm getting it loaded up on my
HBO
end.
movie presents, and then we'll hit play.
Give me a moment. I'm literally on a DC page, and I'm trying to fucking find it.
Yeah, and like I said before we started recording, I had to hit the search bar for Flash because it was not on their homepage for me.
Wow, it's not even on the DC page. That's actually fucking funny.
It's on mine, but maybe it's also because I haven't watched it. So it's like, are you sure you don't want to watch The Flash?
I didn't watch it on here.
I do not see this in theaters. Because I'm also at a point in my life to where I don't feel like I need to go and see every big budget film now. Sometimes
I haven't seen the first.
Sometimes FOMO is not so bad.
Yeah, the first movie I saw in theaters in 4 years was last month, and that was Oppenheimer.
Oh no, I still go to the movies a lot. I just I just don't feel like I'm very obligated on watching. I didn't watch Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I'm good.
But while we're
no, thank you.
While we're setting up, I was trying to look up when this started production, and that was
Well, Conor McGraw might join us at some point.
Yeah, that was 2014.
Oh, well, they've been trying to make a Flash movie for
decades,
25 some odd years
since the 80s. But I mean, this specific film, they started working on this in 2014.
Oh yeah,
I think the release got pushed back 2 years on its own.
Yeah, this movie had 6 different directors attached at some point.
I think
here's who's directed. Here's who's going to direct this. This was going to be directed by Phil Lord and Chris Miller at one point. Which would have been cool. Which they were writing the story treatment and they were possibly directing. They went on to direct Solo, which
they did not actually go on to make Solo. Because they got fired halfway through and they brought in Ron Howard.
Seth Graham Smith, the writer of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter, Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, he was going to direct. And it was going to be his directorial debut. And then he left because of creative differences. And then the biggest one that went forward for a while was, I'm going to mispronounce his last name, Rick Famuyiwa. He's gone on to direct a bunch of stuff for Star Wars now.
Oh yeah, he would have been around the time that he did Dope, and then he was supposed to The Flash was going to be his big budget thing, which I would fucking love. If you have not seen Dope, Dope is such a good movie.
Which explains why Kiersey Clemons is in the movie, because he worked with her on Dope.
Mm-hmm.
And then let me see. Ray Fisher was supposed to be in this movie at the time.
Oh yeah, well that was before all that shit happened.
Before everything happened, yeah. And And then he left in October 2017. And then top choices directed at that time were Robert Zemeckis and Matthew Vaughn, which, given Zemeckis now, no. Jordan Peele was also offered. Sam Raimi was offered.
Oh, I'm sure they offered
Ben
it.
Affleck was offered.
They offered it to 1 million people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next one was John Francis Daley and Jonathan Goldstein, who made Game Night and this year's Dungeons and Dragons movie.
Which is good. That movie's really good.
Yes, they are. Yes, it is. It's fantastic.
I have not
Y'all
had
should
a
watch
chance
it.
to watch it yet.
It's great, Lou. You should go see it.
Yeah, we should just fucking cancel The Flash and just watch Dungeons and Dragons. I'm joking.
I feel like Connor may agree with you on that one, possibly. And then Grant Morrison was going to be writing the script.
Yes.
And also Ezra Miller, question mark.
Oh, fucking Grant Morrison writing a Flash movie would have been so good.
But also co-writing with Ezra Miller.
But it wouldn't have happened because we have to do fucking Flashpoint.
Yeah.
The worst Flash story.
Well, it was a Flash story that was created.
So then Daley and Goldstein left in July of 2019. And that's when we got Andy Muschietti from It. He came in to direct it. And this is where we are now.
Yeah, and Flashpoint, the story, as not great as it is like, it was like a editorial directive story to start the New 52. So like,
Well, it was an editorial mandated when editorial is Jeff Johns.
Yes, he editorially made himself do it to start a nationwide, what do you call it? Like a product-wide restart.
And I could just I hate Flash stories where he goes back in time to fix a thing and fucks up the thing. I just inherently hate that story. I hate it in Flashpoint. Like the second time they do it in the Flash TV show is like when I wipe my hands of that whole thing and I just like, you know what, I'm out. I'm good. You know, fool me once, changing the timeline, shame on me, you know.
Yeah. And they did Flashpoint.
I'm waiting. Listen, Flashpoint in DC in the Flash show was done better than the Flashpoint in the movie.
Oh, who just jumped in?
Who though?
Ryan?
Yeah.
All right. So at least there's 4 of us. So yeah, we're gonna start the movie in a second. Have you seen the movie, Ryan?
I have not, but I heard great things.
All right, so we're 50-50. So me and John Scott have, and Siler and Ryan have not. So is everybody queued up?
Yeah, and
I am queued up. I had to slip out the HBO thing because every time I tried to pause it, it like wouldn't work on me.
Yeah, for me it was like I loaded up and I got a big ad for Avatar and so I skipped ahead and now I'm at the big HBO logo.
I'm at the big HBO logo. And I got an ad for Dune because HBO knows me. And I've read all of the Frank Herbert books at this point.
Yeah, so we're watching this on
the Max.
Maximum, formerly called Home Box Office Maximum.
You know, why keep a very tried and true, respected, IP like brand when you can just go to the Max or X?
Yeah, I was just gonna say.
Listen,
hey.
All I know is that when Max came out, I was very upset it wasn't a Max Steel 24/7 channel.
Which the name Max is more synonymous with Cinemax and a different type of movie that would be called Flash.
Yes. Well,
it'd be called The Flash.
It'd be called The Flash.
All right, so we ready to hit play?
Yep.
Yeah.
3,
let's go.
2, 1. All right, fading in.
I can't believe this movie is 2.5 hours long. Fuck my life.
All right, I got my Warner Brothers lightning red logo.
Oh. I do like the fact that it's through all the Warner Brothers logos.
All the Warner Brothers and all the DC logos. At least I saw.
It's like a worse version of the Spider-Verse opening.
Oh, such a better movie. Either of them.
Yep, here's our not problematic actor at all.
He looks like such a creep in this movie too. Like, I'm sorry, I don't want to like fucking degradate how he looks, but he looks like the guy who's about to have a bad day and become a Batman villain.
Oh, just you wait.
He got Joker vibes, and not in a good one.
It's gonna get even better.
Yeah. You just dumb boy.
He looks like how he acts in real life.
Except for he's not choking a woman.
Hey, remember this is the DCEU, guys, because Alfred's here. Jeremy Irons.
Oh,
One of the better parts
I
of the
forgot the
DCEU.
opening of this. How dumb it is.
Oh, so it's just like the Marvel movies where like Batman is Iron Man and Flash is Spider-Man.
Yes. It's a complete ripoff of that.
and Alfred's happy.
Because this movie is trying to get away from the Snyder arc.
Oh, we couldn't get Robert Downey Jr. anymore, so you're gonna be our new happy now.
Yeah, we got the guy who played a really good Ozma.
And it sucks because the suit's really cool. But
it's
like
better than the Justice League one. I don't like the running stuff, which you'll see right now.
Oh no. All these young teenage fans need to get away from Ezra Miller.
And I also don't like why does he need to like get into a pose?
Yeah.
I look, we'll see his running style in a second, and I understand where it comes from, but like it's so bad.
Why are there like these fisheye lenses?
Just wait.
This is the best CGI you're gonna see in the whole movie.
Oh, don't forget we got hit. Oh god, it's worse than I remember it. Christ.
Well, see, this part I don't mind. Like, I don't mind when he's running, like, the things around him looking goofy. It's another scene we're coming up to that looks like dog shit. And, like, I don't mind the idea of, like, getting speed metal, but this is, like, dollar bin speed metal. Like, get Metallica or get Megadeth or something. Oh. I can't wait to hear your guys' reactions, John and Ryan, at the gloriousness that is this part of the movie.
It's not glorious. This is...
It's just... He is, like, very obviously on a green screen.
This whole movie's on a green screen.
Yeah.
This has everything bad about, like, new movies, like, in green screen work.
This is everything. This movie is everything as to why people are on strike right now. That's what this movie is.
Okay, yeah. Shout out to this visual effects team at Disney that just went on strike. Hot Strike Summer continuing.
Yeah, I literally saw one of the
this visual effects team that
one of
goes
the
on
guys
strike.
who did visual effects for The Flash on TikTok, and he's like, every scene you think looks like it took a week is because it actually took a week. That's how long they gave us. It's like, not that we didn't want to make it better, that they literally are like, nobody cares. Just give us what we want now.
Yeah, well, fuck the major studios.
Yeah,
Shout out to the people working behind the scenes. Pay them more fucking money.
This suit just looks weird.
Why? I hope there was no one in those vehicles he just rammed into.
He just straight up never cares about killing people. Oh, are you ready? Are you guys ready for this?
So the guys who escaped with that thing created the sinkhole too.
Because they accidentally blow it up.
Could they just had like a
Here,
super?
John, I need you to focus.
Could they just had like
have into the moment that is about to happen?
Oh, I know this. I know. Oh, I do know this scene. I have seen this scene on Twitter.
Now you're gonna see the context.
I also love that. I love that you could also tell it's a hospital because there's a big H on the side of it.
Excuse me.
And here's another thing that disappoints me. Like, I love the blue cape and cowl Batman, and this is the one time you're gonna get it ever. And you can barely tell it's blue.
Like, this is a Flash movie, and these aren't rogues. Like, how come there's just that one guy
They're
that's
in
there
Gotham.
with them
They're not in
who's
Central
like,
City.
you know, Captain Cold, or like
Because
has some kind of like.
that would mean that you would have had to do something interesting.
Then it's like, how come this isn't like just. How, yeah, I was gonna say, like, how come this isn't just like, I don't know, Black Mask, like, you know, oh yeah, I'm sorry, they killed Black Mask. Why isn't this like, I don't know, some other like D-list Mr. Zaz hiring a bunch of goons to steal a thing?
That one of the characters is that, but I don't remember his character name. Oh, you ready for the best CGI money?
Like what was it in Batman versus Superman? It's supposed to be the
yes,
KGBs.
it's something like that. I don't remember. It is a character though.
Yeah.
These babies falling are hilarious.
I didn't notice it the first time. The nurse straight up chucks.
Ryan, have you seen this scene?
Wow. Those babies make the American Sniper baby look real.
Makes the Twilight baby look real.
Question: which Batman is that supposed to be? Is that
Ben
Batfleck?
That's
Is it
Batfleck.
really?
He talks
Yes.
soon. Which this is where they set up like a goofy rule that like I kind of get, but they do a terrible job of explaining.
What is going
He's
on with these
losing-
babies? Just like every disaster happening at the same time.
Basically, and everything's speeding up because his metabolism is crashing.
Whoa, that. Oh.
So he needs to refuel.
Because
Yeah.
he didn't get that donut at that store.
See, I don't mind this as like a bit, but it's really goofy. Like, yeah.
Not when there's like babies falling.
Now when there's babies falling, and the babies look like absolute monstrosity human beings. Like, oh man, watching this now at home.
Yep.
Oh, he does put the baby in the microwave. I thought that was just a funny edit.
And also, like, what
No,
all of these babies would die.
none of these are funny edits. Oh my god, he.
These babies look better.
Mhm.
Like, they look worse than the Garbage Pail
Like, these
Kids in the
babies
Garbage
would be
Pail
dead.
Kids movie.
With what he's doing.
None of them somehow have like shaken baby syndrome. They're just fine.
Like, they're still falling, like, thousands. Well, I guess he's catching them.
Wow, even like the CG of the Flash, I'm noticing is just fucking horrendous.
Oh, this is mystifying.
Like first viewing, I'm like, oh man, this wasn't too bad. I don't get the hate for it. But now I'm watching it, I'm like, this is. Ooh.
It's bad. This is a movie that reeks of studio notes. Like, this is a movie written by studio executives.
Oh my god.
This is Zaslav looking at this movie and being like,
Why is the baby in the microwave
couldn't put a
CGI?
real baby in
Why
the
is she
microwave.
screaming?
Because they'd have to pay that baby.
You know why, Siler? Because jokes.
Why are those babies
they
on
don't-
that thing obviously fake?
Because they don't.
Could they
then
not
have to
just
give
got
those
6
babies SAG-AFTRA.
actual babies?
Boy.
Oh my!
He's that anti-union. He won't even.
Oh
pay
my
babies.
god!
I think this
Me-
might be the movie. I think this might be the movie that breaks Siler out of all the movies we've done.
We have 2 hours and 20 minutes left.
I feel like at some point Siler's gonna be like, "It's not too late to go to Dungeons and Dragons."
Like I was watching
That movie's
RoboCop
bad, but
3 the other day, and that movie's like, and I would watch it for the first time,
Is that the one with
and the
little
movie,
kid?
it's bad, but then it's like also I'm like, you know what, we watched the over the last 3 weeks, we watched all 3 RoboCops, and it's like one of those things where it's like, when people are like, oh man, movies were just better there, it's just like, because like, it's not that the movies were just better, because there's a lot of bad movies.
Yeah, the
But then it's
practical
like, also,
effects.
it's like, man, I miss squibs.
Well, it's why
I miss
it's why
actual
Fury Road,
things
everyone
blowing
loved
up.
Fury Road.
Oh my god, Fury Road was just like,
Everything has weight.
that was
And, like, you
incredible
feel, this
watching
is
that
a
like on a
PS2
giant screen.
Like that guy died.
Oh,
Well, let's not be that
PSP.
mean. This is like a PG. This is like a PS3 game.
Okay. I don't know.
Vita.
to get ready for our cameo.
Yeah, this cameo is what this whole movie is. Yeah, this movie is Remember Berries the movie.
Why is Wonder Woman here? Like, does she have nothing better to do on her own time?
Well, no, she shot this and her
Silent,
Shazam 2
pay attention.
cameo probably the same day.
They just
Humor,
undercut.
jokes.
It's like the worst.
Like,
It's
here's
the
the
worst
thing.
thing you could
Say what
ever
you
say.
want to say about Snyder Cut. You think Jeremy Irons shot that in his home?
This is like they just reused
Batman
the
said it
cowl
looks
and then
bad.
he's like, I don't want to put on a whole costume. It's just like a spandex thing. And the cape looks like dog shit too.
You know, I watched a Ugandan action movie today, and it's much better than this. Oh, look, it's Patty Spivot.
Yeah, wait, she is a character in this, right? I forgot about that.
Yes, she is. She finally got off that. She got off that train and became a different person.
Who's the other guy? I can't remember. Is he a character?
I don't remember. This movie's terrible.
No, it just says his name is Albert. Oh, and the guy they were
No.
chasing was Al Falcone. Yeah, no,
They didn't even give him a name.
I
That's
feel
like
they
that's
said
like literally
Falcone
someone
and
guessing on
something.
and putting that on
But-
Wikipedia.
Poor Kiersey Clemens. Like, what happened to her after Dope? Because she was like attached to this movie, then did like nothing else.
This movie also does what the show had the problem. They have no idea what to do with Iris.
Yeah, it's why she's barely in this movie.
And also, like, there's no reason to make his work friends this bitchy. Well, they're trying to make him like it's their
Yeah, they
people
kind
who
of
don't
suck.
have an idea of like what it means to actually be kind of like I don't want to say like loser. Like this is what they want to make out of him. It's like his friends are like his shitty work friends who are not really friends, and that's how he has to be. Because Barry's a loser. Which is funny because like comic book Barry is none of this. All this stuff is because of the TV show. Like this lucky loser Barry.
Tyler, are you still with us, by the way?
I'm trying to figure out like what is this performance he's putting on?
He's
Because it
trying to
reminds me of
be
something.
what's his name?
Awkward.
Tobey Maguire. Yeah,
He's trying to be like
Tobey
all the
Maguire
guys
for
from The
Spider-Man.
Big Bang Theory as one character.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the vibe I get. Where he's supposed to be
Oh, I was
like
just
a
about to say
loser,
Tobey
but,
Maguire.
like he's a good guy loser. But in this movie, he just comes off as an incel, every way possible, including where they basically just say it out front. Oh no, just wait.
He kind of acts like he's on the
that
spectrum of
in this
that.
movie.
Just
It's in a really
Yeah, and I
gross way.
kind of hate it.
really, jeez.
I think Ezra even said when they were allowed to speak that that was part of it, like the character choice, even in Justice League. Oh yeah, I forgot about the recast. That was one of the other things in this movie. Yeah, it was Dr. Manhattan. Now it's
because it was
Friday Night Lights, right?
Dr.
Is that this
Manhattan.
one? No, you're right. Office Space. I mixed him up.
I thought Office Space.
He's that like middle-aged white actor that's like not very famous, but like big character actor. It also is like like the need to do this origin story is so goofy, like the way they do it.
Isn't that the guy from Office Space?
So he was a recast.
Yeah, that's what I just said.
Oh,
And he's fine. But this is one of the things the movie that like they do all these cameos and it's like you can't give like John Wesley Shipp like a goofy cameo. Like again, like he was the dad in the TV show, but it's still like, is he any worse of an actor than this guy? Like it would have been fun. No.
well, I
they
mean,
don't
like
touch
of all
the
the
TV
cameos
shows
they do,
at
they don't
all.
even have like the
They
guy who
ignore
plays
their
the Flash in the
existence.
TV show show up, right?
No.
Which which is like
Yes.
weird because isn't that the guy who
Yeah, and
names in the
he
Flash?
is in the CW
Yes.
one, Ezra
For
did
the
a bit
Crisis
for it.
crossover.
Which they could have just reused the same footage.
Yeah, for the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover,
didn't.
they were like,
So one of my biggest problems with this entire thing, but like the mom is Hispanic and she's making spaghetti and meatballs.
one of.
And I'm so offended by this. It's like, oh shit, we have a racially ambiguous lead actor, so we have to figure out what his parents
Oh,
would
it's
look
just like
or what their parents would look like for this movie. And we've already established his dad is white, so how do we get the mom to be something that makes this concoction? Yeah, the kid casting
I
is
can't
great.
believe they
The
got a
kid's better
kid
actor.
who looks just like him.
I was gonna say though, the kid kind of looks like
Well, I was gonna
makings
say
of a serial
he looks
killer.
like young
Or like
Mike,
young
from
Michael Myers or young Jason or
season 1
something.
of Stranger Things. I don't remember what that kid's name is because he's like 6'4" now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah.
Finn Wolfhard.
Yeah, it's also that like all
Who
this
could it
happens
have
in
been?
broad daylight. They never. Well, I would say.
Do we think this is Reverse Flash?
I think they wanted to purposely leave it ambiguous because I don't think they wanted
I
to do
know.
that casting yet.
They don't ever state.
Because the casting of it was so beloved in the TV show.
Okay, so I just assume because there are two Flashes in this movie. I have not seen this movie. I don't know anything that happens in this movie. I just assume that one of those two Flashes becomes an evil Flash. I'm just putting that out there in the universe. It just seems like the thing that they would do. I also think it's funny that the whole thing with Ezra Miller came out over the last year, and it was like the way they fixed it is like, what do we do with one actor who has had a big problem? Let's add another one of them. Let's have two versions of him.
I love for Ezra's I love that Warner Bros. Like,
Well, it's even like
Ezra, they're
it
so
got
good, you'll
delayed
forget
because of the
everything
stuff
that
of
they
last year.
did. And I'm like,
The woman choking thing happened
yeah, you
before
sure?
this was filmed. Or during the filming. Or something like that.
So why is he running right now?
This is a good shot of
Because he's mad
his running
and
style
he just
is like
discovered
speed
he can
skaters.
go back in time.
I think is what Ezra said. The arm thing is a speed skater thing.
Wait.
Yeah, so it's just like he's like outside of his old house, and he just starts running and crying.
And
I'm like,
his mom's dead. And just you wait.
Clear his dad's name, and then it didn't, because his dad never looked up again.
Oh, no.
Wait,
I know,
hold
I
on.
know, I understand.
Yes,
but I'm
100%.
just him discovering he's just doing time travel is completely accidental.
I need Siler to pay attention to this.
Well, see, I don't mind it in like this is like that like I don't
This
mind the bad
CG
CG
nonsense.
like parts of Doctor Strange where it's like goofy. It's like, well, it should be all goofy and weird and like trippy. Like this CG I don't mind because it kind of can work within the plot to be shitty. The babies is yes. But like the babies is
He's like
thing, and yet they are.
Well, he's like literally running through the sands of time.
It's like a weird. Yes.
Doesn't he go back in time in Justice League? Like when
In
Like,
the Snyder cut, yes.
canon.
But this movie pretends that didn't ever happen.
oh, okay. So
Yeah. Per Warner Brothers,
Money.
that movie is not canon. They just did it because. Well, no.
No, I think
I think they
just
were
try to get
content to leave it
subscribers.
alone, but I think they got bullied.
Mm.
But yeah, they put it on Blu-ray, so.
I feel like it's still like my favorite Batman. He's such a good Bruce Wayne.
He is, and it sucks that this is the last movie he's in.
Yeah, no, I think he just got burnt out.
Because I think he's done after this. He's not in
I can
Aquaman
see
2
him come
anymore.
back if they actually. Well, he had been an
Didn't he-
alcoholic.
Didn't he
just
become
had,
an
like, a
alcoholic
really
after the
bad
whole
stint with
Joss
it.
Whedon experience?
No, he cleaned up before that. Right before that.
Didn't he like clear up after he got back with like J-Lo like
And she's not
recently?
J-Lo
Or is
Yeah.
that like yeah,
And
okay.
she's not J-Lo anymore.
Yeah, oh, gotcha.
J-Lo, I think, is what brought him
Jack
back from the
Affleck.
brink.
Because she changed her name. She changed it to Affleck. She's Jennifer Affleck.
What's her name now?
No.
I just think of that South.
Well, that's the whole
I just
thing
think of
they
that
joked about
South
is
Park
that, like,
bit where
they
Cartman
were
uses
really in
his
love
hand
with
and
each other,
says
but,
Jennifer
like, the
Lopez.
media destroyed their relationship. Also, again, this movie makes Iris like so fucking horrible. Like, not even like annoying, but like a horrible person. Like, she straight up is like, "So, did your dad kill your mom?" Like, you can literally go fast enough to actually get rid of everything. So he knows Wonder Woman yet has a poster of her in his kitchen. No, I'm sorry, that's Barbarella. Oh, I thought it was Wonder Woman, but yeah, he's way too young.
I was gonna say, why does he have a poster
This
of
isn't her.
Barbarella? No, it's Barbarella.
Because
It's also
I-
brand synergy.
I feel like also that's an Andy Muschietti thing.
They were trying to do one like years
In fact,
ago.
I'm actually curious if he's ever attached to a remake of Barbarella. Oh, I'm sorry. He's currently attached to the James Gunn universe Batman movie.
Because
Why is he so
that's
fucking
unbelievable.
weird? Why? It's like I just don't understand like his mannerisms sometimes. Like when the beer got on
They're-
and he like
this
flips
is
his
their little
hand
subtle
like in
things
front
to
of
being on
her.
the
I just
spectrum,
don't.
like the finger thing.
What are these mannerisms he's doing?
As someone who is on the spectrum, yeah, that's absolutely what they're trying to do. They're trying to do like when he does the thing in the
I
beginning where
believe
his
in
fingers are like
early
by his like
interviews,
face
they-
kind of
they
thing, or
talked
kind of
about
up a little
Justice
bit. That
League
was
about it.
definitely one too.
Also, his apartment sucks, but he has this amazing computer setup.
It just.
Which none of this makes sense. And this whole premise makes it seem like it can't be the Reverse Flash. Because that wouldn't matter. Yes, it's the only footage from that convenience store from
And that's the only
let's say,
footage that's
2002.
there.
Like, how old is Ezra supposed to be in this? Like, 25?
And the convenience store does, and the
So that footage happened when late 90s.
I would say mid-20s, yeah. Oh, look at that, Henry Cavill.
Oh my God, yeah. This is where like these CGI things, they just get worse.
No,
It
this
looks like
is...
a bad attempt at a Justice League game for like PlayStation 3.
Listen, PlayStation 3 would be embarrassed by this. What are you talking about? This is beyond, like,
These-
fucking Wii.
these models look like they're from like Heavy
What's
Rain.
the other one where they did? Was it with,
Ugh.
yeah, is that the one with Paige?
Beyond Two Souls.
No. Beyond Two Souls,
I like the bit.
has a much
I like
better
the idea
time
of him just popping his
than
head out, and like that's a funny way to make
this. It looks much better than this. You also gotta wonder how much of this looked like it was done by AI. Because I know some of it was, and it's...
There's also like there's a lot of scenes that like the AI is completely unnecessary. Like this movie is made. Yeah. Oh no, I mean I meant CG, not AI. There's huge chunks of this movie.
I just think it
that
shouldn't
are
be used,
so
period,
big
but that's
for
just
no
me.
goddamn reason. But again, this implies that someone without time traveling abilities killed his mom. Because why would it matter if she was there then? If it was Thawne, he could have just killed her at any other moment in time.
Siler and Ryan, what do you think the budget for this movie was?
Oh, this movie was like $250-300 million. I already know that.
So actually, it's only 200 to 220 million, but its worldwide box office 268 million.
Yeah, good. Fuck DC. Fuck this. This is shit. This is a real movie that they put in theaters.
Yep. It's gonna have a projected $200 million loss for Warner Brothers, and you know what? Good. Zaslav needs to learn a fucking lesson.
Is that supposed to be the Reverse Flash? Why is
I think it's like a time race, like one of the time speedster.
He's supposed to be the Black Racer.
You'll see, and we'll talk about it.
It's like a dark side with like speed. It looked like.
Like I think
it does. It's still better than the armor.
This suit just looks bad.
Yeah. Listen,
I disagree.
Again, say what you want about the Snyder Cut, but the suit looked better in that movie than this movie.
I really like the armor that everyone had.
I like the armor. I think
he was naked.
Why did he steal clothing from those old people when he could have just
that wouldn't make him
stole clothes from like
that would be a joke. Did you hear yourselves laughing? He's wearing a grandma shirt. Oh, and he said he makes a joke about what in the universe, because that's a saying people have.
This movie, Warner Brothers looked at this movie and said, "Hey, you go on to do the Batman movie we're doing next. Go right ahead."
I'm not going to put a whole lot of.
That's me. I just muted myself. Sorry.
I'm not going to put a whole. Who is unwrapping something right now? It is so loud. Okay. I don't blame Annie Machete too much for this movie. What is with these fucking angles?
Hey, look. There's more spaghetti.
I don't understand.
Spaghetti.
Man, I think we might have broken Siler.
I don't want to blame Annie Machete too much because I think this is very obviously like a studio film
Fair
that
enough.
like is the utmost like, oh, what do fans like references? Like, oh, like what if we just put a bunch of references to other things? It's like there's a reason why their marketing wasn't about the Flash. Their marketing was about, hey kids, remember
Batman.
Michael Keaton Batman? He does the line. He says, "Let's go nuts." Isn't that hilarious? Like this is like the worst kind of movie.
It's Member Berries the movie. If you've seen that South Park episode.
Yeah.
I want to see what the time is at. We have an hour and 47 minutes left.
Now, if you hated Barry, wait till you meet Barry. Like, how is he getting out-muscled by himself right now?
Other Barry. Now, Connor McGraw brought up a thing of like how they shot their two faces when they're in the same scene together, and I want to keep an eye out for it. Remember when people thought that Ezra, they were like, the next big thing after like we need to talk about Kevin or Perks of Being a Wallflower?
Which that doesn't make any sense. He can move faster than bugs fly, so why would anything get caught in his teeth? Oh my god, I forgot how shitty this character is. Oh.
Yeah, I kind of forgot
Other
how
Barry
like
sucks. Other Barry
absolute
is
asshole-ish.
We'll see. That's a major
Why
plot
does he
point.
just have a stuffed
That's a
toy with
major
a bunch of
MacGuffin
darts
in the
in
movie.
it?
That's it's going to come into play.
This feels like a conversation Ezra actually had. I'm going to try to see it this week.
Listen, Blue Beetle's a better movie than this.
Yeah, but they didn't spend as much on Blue Beetle.
I was gonna say that's mean because Blue Beetle is an actual movie.
They
like,
spent so much money in this movie.
Like it's
They spent an absurd amount of money on this movie.
Oh yeah, that's a thing. I assume it's still being
I keep forgetting, we're still getting Aquaman 2 this year.
I assume because of the strike, we're not going to get a whole lot more movies this year. Or I mean, major studio films this year.
Dune got
It's
pushed.
funny,
back
Warner
a
Bros.
long
did their
time,
whole
right?
shuffle
Like, it
around,
was
and
like a
Aquaman
while.
and Wonka were the ones that were staying. Don't know why those two were staying and why we couldn't keep.
Well,
Dune got pushed back to March, I think.
I think it's also I mean, I think Wonka was always supposed to be like their big Christmas movie, so it's like whatever. And Aquaman, I just assume they just don't care.
Yeah, because Wonka and Wonka comes out the
honestly don't know who's
15th.
gonna go see
Aquaman comes out the
Aquaman.
20th. So that's within like a week of each
Like,
other.
I like Momoa, but like
So do you think this
I
is?
haven't even seen any trailers or ads for it.
I feel like it's just. I feel like we're at a point where it's just been getting pushed back so much that we're just waiting for it to like. Like it's. Yeah, just I don't know.
What?
I don't know where I was going with that, but
But it's like like he's
Because
already
he's
created
not as
different.
smart as
Like
Gohan.
how's the idea that he's like created a different universe like not popped into his brain at this point? So just
Like,
because something doesn't happen
what
to
you're
him,
saying will come up, and
okay.
this
it's
should be
not what you want it
cool.
to be. Oh. Yeah.
Oh, if it's what I'm thinking of, Lou, I think it's one of the funniest parts of the movie.
Oh, I actually like that. The phase graphics they just did.
Those were cool. I just didn't like the
You
way of
glitched
getting
me.
to those face
It's
graphics.
it's
don't
like,
mind that. Like,
when
that's
you
where the shitty graphics
when
can
you're
work.
playing like N64 game and you shift through a wall.
Yeah. Also, why are they trying to? Why would he
See, I
just
like
speed
seeing
him
the
up
atoms
to
of
the
that.
ground?
It's in like the eye going into that with the shaking.
Epic.
Well, because then that's not how we're gonna get this 2.5 hour long runtime.
Can't be worse.
You know, you really do hope James Gunn's going to somehow turn this around.
I mean,
Again, it can't be worse.
I have hopes for the new Superman from James Gunn.
we did get My Adventures with Superman, which is like the best Superman thing in a very long time. So
Yes.
media-wise,
Oh my
so.
god. I mean, I've heard good things about my Superman
I
Lois.
love the lighting to like so that you can't really see.
Why? What is this camera angle? This
Well,
looks
this is a Sam
deranged.
Raimi angle.
Well, this is Ezra and them being deranged.
Oh, now he gets double the Flash powers.
Oh, remember
She
that?
gets reverse flashed. Oh my god!
Remember that tooth bit because it's going to come back into play in
Oh, I
the
assume
worst
so.
fucking way possible. Oh.
What?
That mask
No,
he's wearing looks like
it's
someone
that
like
thing
ripped
where
his
they
face off and like drew
CGI
on.
like map like
Or is it like a
Yeah.
body
face
double?
onto like a body double.
It's like a body double.
Yeah. So obviously the long hair one is the fake one.
Yeah, like what they did with the Winklevoss twins in Social Network.
They faced. They did a face off.
Oh, they were
I wanna kick
supposed to
his
do
face
like they wanted to do like
off.
a bunch of different ones, but both of those guys are
That's
at
supposed
the
to get a
point in their
sequel
career where
eventually.
Nick Cage does whatever the fuck he wants, and Travolta.
Well, it's supposed to be
Well, that's the
directed
whole
by the
thing.
guy who
He's
did
not-
Godzilla
Like
vs.
he's
Kong.
not running like somebody.
This guy
who
cannot run.
runs.
With
Runs like
or
a
without Speed Force, he
skater
cannot
skates, which
run.
Makes no sense. you skate like that because you don't have any, like, you're on ice. He's in college then.
Wait,
He's
so
supposed
this
to
is
be
a
in
universe
grad
where he
school?
still
No, he
has
said
his
he's 19.
original
He's in
apartment,
college.
even though the original
So
him
he's not in
lives
a dorm.
with
His
his
parents
mom and
got him an
dad.
apartment.
College.
Yes, it's the same
College.
apartment.
So this is his.
Yeah.
But like you understand what I'm saying, right? It's like this apartment shouldn't exist.
Oh no, exactly. No, we get
Oh,
exactly what you're
God,
saying.
I forgot. I think I blacked out a lot of this movie from my memory.
Oh wait, this is a different apartment. Never mind. I was like, what? So
Oh.
it looked just like the other place.
Yeah,
I
he
was
also
just
made a
like, wait,
reference
what?
to like a very old racist cartoon.
See, this looks like somewhat better running.
Oh, it's like The Mask.
Yeah.
Well, it's Warner
something
Brothers
people would
corporate
know.
synergy.
I missed it. What was the reference to?
He did the Speedy Gonzalez move where
Mhm.
he did the like. I thought it would be The Mask, honestly. Look at all these wacky hijinks. Whoops-a-doodle.
Comical music playing is what my subtitle said.
Yeah. Screaming. It's me when I watch this movie. Is that the Lone Ranger
Well, it
theme?
might be, but I don't know if they'd want to reference that based on who was in that movie. But maybe because of the way the horse goes up.
Yeah,
Who's supposed to
well,
be
we got
Batman
one
once upon
problematic
a
person
time?
in this. Let's reference another one while we're at it.
No, Armie Hammer was cast as Batman. Mm-hmm.
Ben Affleck? Oh, that's right, the George Miller movie. That I still wish kind of happened. I feel like he's doing early Adam Sandler. Man, this could be cool,
Oh, the suit that comes out.
but it's not. Siler, I can't tell if that was a laugh of just it actually made you laugh or just pure delirium. I need to laugh at something in desperation.
It was very funny, that suit coming out of that ring.
No, he's just
Wait,
like.
is
it's
he
tight.
saying that the version with his mother in this universe has a bigger dick than the version without his mom? Or he has like
Did you see that, by the way? Did you get that little joke there?
the Eric Stoltz.
Eric Stoltz is Marty McFly.
Yeah, so this is a different universe.
Oh yeah.
Well, not. You'll see.
He did not want to do this.
Now,
because he likes Snyder.
Michael Shannon, from every interview I've seen,
Yeah,
hated to be
even
hated. He hated this.
Oh, I imagine you loved the paycheck.
I mean, I think he took it for the paycheck, but he didn't understand the point of it. He's like, "Why am I going to play a character that?" He even called Zack Snyder. He's like, "Do you care if I do this? Like, honestly, I won't do it if you say no." And he's like, "No." Zack's like, "Yeah, no, go ahead. Thanks for asking." He's an alien. He's powerful. He's just the gosh darn best. This is everyone's friendly reminder listening to this to go watch My Adventures with Superman, a vastly superior show.
This is unnecessary.
Right. This is really like just a weird retcon to retcon another Justice League member who was there the day this happened. Like again, Batman v Superman is not the greatest, like especially the Ultimate Cut's better than the theatrical cut. But I did like the opening with Ben Affleck in coming to Metropolis. This I don't like. This I think is stupid.
You could have literally said it happened the day after, and it would
Incredibly unnecessary. Oh my god. I just noticed the CG on the face.
Yeah.
That was atrocious. When he's like, "Oh, that's Gary. That's the smell." That was horrible. And that's Patty Spivot. Maybe, yeah. this one got me.
WonderWoman.com. WonderWoman at hotmail.com.
Well, she wouldn't have even been out as Wonder Woman yet, right? Well, I guess 84.
No, she doesn't come out to Wonder Woman until like
We're talking
everything
about
that
doesn't fit
happens.
any continuity.
We're talking about. We all saw Wonder Woman 86,
84.
and
Here we go. Here's the weirdest cameo. Here's the weirdest cameo in the whole movie.
Oh, it's Boba Fett.
Yeah, because he's in Aquaman.
Because Warner Brothers.
why is his desktop Looney Tunes and Mortal Kombat?
Corporate synergy.
Because Warner Brothers.
I know
Because
I know because of Warner Brothers. I'm just asking out loud.
Okay. I like it's a pretty.
Yeah, well, that is kind of the basis of Flashpoint.
And this is all because your mom didn't buy tomatoes.
Yes.
Yeah. It's the
But
idea
like
she just
that
never
also
comes
doesn't
back.
explain like how Wonder Woman shows up in World War One and also 1984.
Because she just shows up in Justice League, right? I don't even remember. Or she just shows up in BVS, right? Yeah, so she
Wait,
just
what?
decides to. Yeah. So in this
Yeah,
universe, she
BVS was just like she's at an art
Yeah,
thing
so
or
in this
whatever,
universe, she just
and
decides to,
her
like,
and
not
Bruce flirt,
do anything.
and then there's still little random
I
scenes.
guess she
So
didn't do anything in
after
Man of Steel. So.
Superman's heroic sacrifice, yeah,
I still haven't seen the second Shazam, and I have no interest.
I think with Shazam and then
And
this,
I
they're
really
just
liked
like,
the
remember
first
these
one.
movies you all liked?
Yes.
You're not missing a goddamn thing.
Wait,
Because
is this
they paid a
Bruce
lot of
Wayne's
money.
house?
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's funny.
Why did they get dropped off in a Central City taxi?
Oh, that's a good question, actually. I love how they were like, the exterior is
Yeah. I was going to say, I
the
remember
exterior
the
is like the mansion from like the Batman v Superman, but the interior is 89.
Bruce Wayne, huge fan of the band Chicago.
Bruce Wayne, big Chicago guy.
Yeah, but this also ruins the like any possibility that they could get Keaton back to be like old man Wayne for Batman Beyond.
Oh yeah, this destroyed any hope of that.
Oh yeah, because like what's the what's the lesson that they learned from this? Like, oh, no one wants to see
It's what they
the
do every time.
Michael
see
Keaton
it with the
Batman
same thing with
again.
Barbie. Like they're gonna be like, oh, it's not like
They're gonna
we have
learn all the
women,
wrong lessons
like-
from why this failed horribly.
Oh, they've already started doing the
Oh,
Hungry Hungry
no.
Hippos movie.
Oh no,
Lena
they're
Dunham's allowed to
in
do
development
stuff
right
still?
now. It's a Polly Pocket movie directed by Lena Dunham and starring Lily James.
I don't think that movie's real.
It got announced like
Yeah.
right or after Barbie's success first weekend.
Well, anything he does, I feel like has a chance of coming out because he's just this. He
There's
makes
still that
money
Rock'em
for
Sock'em
everyone,
Robots movie
and
Vin
he's just
Diesel's
this
gonna
weird
make.
nerd. Like, I'm surprised he's not in the D&D movie.
The ones we the ones
Well,
we
that's
know that are
probably
going to
just a
be
straight
happening are this
kids
Polly
movie,
Pocket
right?
movie, the Barney movie that the guy from Get Out is making.
The Barney movie?
No, it's not. It's supposed to be like way more adult. They said it's going to have the vibe of an A24 movie, and it's going to be like more psychological. Yes, the Barney movie.
The Barney movie was already like in the works, and it's like weird in the same way that like the Barbie movie was. It was like the Barbie movie was like, oh, like you're getting like these really creative people like doing a Barbie movie, and then like the Barney movie is like it's Daniel Kaluuya.
I have it right here. The head of Mattel Films said we're leaning into the millennial angst of the property rather than fine tuning this for kids. It's really a
yeah, I
play
bet
for
it's gonna be
adults.
like
Not that it's
Barney shows
R-rated,
up,
but
it's
focus
like,
on some
"You
of the
forgot
trials
about
and
me.
tribulations of
You
being
need to learn-
30-something
relearn
growing
about
up
your
with
inner
Barney.
childhood."
Just a level of disenchantment within that generation.
And it's like, oh, like that seems like it doesn't seem good, but it's like one of those also like, well, it's got like creative people on it, so it's like it's at least interesting. But it's like, you
Yeah,
know, all the other
again, like
the 20
she's
other
allowed
Mattel
to
things that they
be
announced
doing
that
stuff
day
again. She's not.
do not. I do not see this Leah Dunham Polly
Polly-
Pocket movie. Oh, I see now. 1 month ago. But like,
what's
you
the
know,
point of
also
that when
like
you
none
have
of these
Fast and
projects will
Furious?
happen
It's
because of the writer's
just
strike.
that.
So.
No. And then J.J. Abrams was supposed to produce a Hot Wheels movie,
Yeah.
but that's been in development for so fucking long that like...
Well, it's a different studio trying to make their own. And I
yeah,
mean, like,
but I want them to sadly do loop-de-loops.
That would have been better.
I mean, we almost got like that like that Scoob movie originally was supposed to be like a wacky races movie with like all, and it was supposed to be like this big race movie that.
Oh yeah,
like,
by the way,
they ended up not doing. And
Bruce Wayne is currently explaining the multiverse right now, but we all know what the fuck this is because
Well, the only
the
thing
multiverse is the
the
thing.
only thing important he's talking about is that there are
He's explaining
what do you call it?
multiverse
Like,
of pasta, but I don't think we care
things that you
enough.
can't change. I can't
well,
remember what
because
the
it's
phrase
spaghetti.
is. Yeah. Yeah, they're like in like conversion points.
Fixed points in time. Doctor Who, you have not failed me again.
And
I'm like
anything
looking at
not
like all the
filmed
stuff
is
that Mattel has
probably
coming out. Like the Barney film's gonna happen, I
Yoda's.
think.
Well,
Hot
the Barney film's already filmed.
No, it's not filmed, not yet. Hot Wheels, that's not happening. American Girl, that's not happening. Magic 8 Ball as a horror movie.
Yeah. And so we are at the point where every single Michael Keaton is interesting, and then everything else. Oh, it's not even acting circles. He's having fun.
Yeah, because Michael Keaton's acting circles around everyone else.
I thought that Barney movie was already being filmed. I guess, yeah. That
I know Michael Keaton was in the midst of filming Beetlejuice 2, but they suspended the filming because the strikes are happening, as they should suspend.
Oh man, are we finally going Hawaiian?
It's just like obvious casting.
Man, one can hope. But I know that Winona
Jenna
Ryder's supposed to
Ortega
come
will
back,
cast
and
in
Jenna
that
Ortega is
scene,
her
but
daughter,
they won't
which
take her.
makes sense.
That's an article speculating on who she is. Oh, but the CGI was that bad?
There was like a split second where his head was stuck in the metal.
Well, that's all this movie is.
Remember the music?
And what's funny is, besides Keaton, it's nostalgia for shit that isn't even old enough to be nostalgic about. No, I'm saying besides the 89 stuff, the rest of it is not.
Well, I think Batman 89's at a point that's nostalgia.
Well, with the end, it's like a couple of things, and we already saw better versions of it.
Oh, no. No, agreed. Well, except at the end, but the end, the way they handled it is so...
Yeah, from the animated?
I wish this was a Batcave that also had the dinosaur and the giant penny.
And this is what's so weird. Is like I really
hope
liked the Batman.
You know, I hope James
It's
Gunn
really
puts
weird
that
that
in the
we're gonna
movie, in his Batman movie that they're
two
putting into his
separate-
universe.
Yeah, because we have the Penguin show that should be coming out because I think they filmed that a while ago, right?
Yeah, I guess the Batman universe is considered an Elseworlds thing. They were filming it, and they had a first look. I have to see. I'm checking right now. Yeah, it's due to be out next year. Let me see when filming was done. Oh, nope. Filming was
If they're that,
production
if
was
they're that
suspended
close, then it'll probably
in
come
June
out.
because of the strike. So they were almost done, but they had to suspend production. Well, their principal photography began on March 1st. May 16th is when the writer's strike picketers caused it to shut down for the day. And then, yeah, they were suspended until after the production concluded. Or filming was suspended, you know what I mean.
That's from to the Batman that he finds on Joker after he dies.
What was the
Jack
bag
Nicholson?
that laughs? I don't. Is that like a reference to something?
Yeah, the
Oh.
And so this also feels like, oh, Ezra, you should
You're
have
not-
this conversation with yourself.
You're not the good berry. I'm going to help you become a good berry by killing your family. Oh man,
What a
if
twist.
original Flash became the Reverse Flash, it'd be so fucking funny.
would be a hell of a twist.
See, where this doesn't make sense is like, if he's playing that he's neurodivergent, shouldn't both versions be neurodivergent?
Yes.
Yes, but don't even Blue. Don't
That's
even
why
get
I
me
was like-
started.
That's why I was like so confused because it was just like it feels like they want to do it when they want to
This
do
also
it
just
and they
reminds me
don't
that
do
I
it
need
when
to
they
finish,
just forget.
this Korean
And that's
TV
why I was
show,
just like, why is there just
neuro-
moments where he's just
neurodivergent
acting like a
lawyer
big weirdo?
that I really like. And I would. I don't know. Everything I read is that show actually does a good job. It's also weird that. Yeah, it's also weird that Bruce is drinking.
I'm I'm stuck on mom's spaghetti.
I also like that he's wearing an ascot.
Yeah. I like this majestic mane of a wig he's
See, I think
got
they
on
could have
here.
had fun with this if they would have explained like how long
Why are
he
his fingers like?
was
Oh, I
Batman
mean,
for. Or like if like when they went to the Batcave, there was like teases to other villains that he faced.
yeah,
that we
or
never got
like
to see.
if this took place in the '89 continuity.
Yeah. Oh, with originally
Like all the
yeah.
casting that was supposed to go on over the years.
Well,
Like,
and
I think the third one originally was
and
going
what's
to be
his-
Riddler, but like Rob Williams was in the running
yeah,
for
and
Riddler.
what's his name was supposed to stay as Two-Face. Yeah, Billy D. Williams.
Yeah, the original third. Well, I know Keaton was up as. Go ahead. Billy D. Williams.
Man, this movie is boring. Well, it's so much of just Ezra talking to Ezra. Like it's so much of this movie.
Yeah, whereas like we thought this would be bad, but it's just like most of it's just boring or just absolutely atrocious.
Well, this is
Yeah.
all. But this was all.
Well,
This
when
is
you're
all
on the
before
run, and no
This
actor
film was,
probably in
like,
Hollywood wants
finished,
to
like,
film a scene
4
with a
years
guy
ago?
on the run,
I feel
we can
like-
only film scenes with the man on the run.
Yeah.
No, they had reshoots.
Now,
like Warner Brothers has said that they had him film scenes while he was on the run.
No, it looks great too. Like I like.
now
that
I would
they
like to
brought
point
back
out here
this big suit.
him in the Batman suit again for the first time in years. That should be a moment, but
well,
like
see,
I feel
you wanna
nothing.
wait till-
No,
Yeah, and if you want to wait,
because
just wait until you
it's
wanna
also
hear
like the way
someone
he says the
deliver
line.
lines
He sounds
very
bored.
and,
He's just like,
He's-
yeah, I'm Batman.
Oh, and he's wearing, and Ezra is wearing Bane's coat.
And again, he is the light of this movie, Keaton.
Let's get. You want to get nuts? Let's get nuts.
He knows what he's doing. Like he knows the part he's playing. It's like him in Spider-Man. Like he knows the character that he's supposed to be.
He's trying. He is trying the best he can.
I never knew that. I fucking hate that movie.
Oh my god, that is Bane's coat.
It's
Ohio rises.
entertaining, but it also has a very terrible plot.
I would watch it over this any day of the week.
It's about as long.
So here's a question: why even bring Unpowered Barry? See, but like those.
Look, it's in the
One
it's in the
also that John
moon. Get
Williams
it?
scored
Get
kicks
it? It's
ass.
like the movie.
Oh, Danny Elfman. Sorry, yeah.
This rips
John Williams
dicks.
is Superman. Yeah. I forgot. It got that 80s like synthy vibe in it.
It's Danny Elfman. Yeah, John Williams is Superman. Danny Elfman's.
But I like that his tech is even like still kind of 89-ish Batman. Like the grappling hooks and all that are fun. See, there's like parts of this that are fun. Like it would have been fun if they would have. Yeah, yeah, it would have been fun. I'm just thinking back to the Wayne Manor. If they made some sort of joke about Selena.
All right, so Connor might join us.
having her
Connor might
back or
join us for the
something,
end,
or,
by the
like,
way.
Did you ever
McGraw.
get married? Like, because that was a running joke in all the Batman movies. Yeah.
Yeah, Batman '89. I think hints that he and Selena are together, or no, doesn't hint they're together. It just shows she's alive. That's a good comic, by the way. Batman '89. Read that thing. I think they're making a sequel with the Scarecrow, which I cannot wait to read.
This is so dumb.
You could have just grabbed that, like.
It's like, you know what I mean? It's like, does he really need to be that guy?
Ooh, yeah.
It's
Oops!
like, it's
Look at all
also
the goofy shit they
problem
did.
with the character, too. It's like if he's.
How come the KG Beast isn't here?
Well, we saw KG Beast. It was in Batman v Superman.
I know. He's still alive because that movie happens before that.
Yeah.
The puking.
Okay, that was good. I like that.
Oh yeah.
What's a little
Batman
shot
stuff.
of Batman?
No, Ezra Miller
Oh, and it's horrible.
be like,
stuff.
"What did you do?" And then he throws
Projectile
up.
lob.
I love all this all this 89 style Batman fighting.
Oh, he's still throwing up. That's not as funny.
Because it is different than like Batfleck or.
Yeah, I was gonna say it looked very bad.
Or do as a comic, because I've read a couple comic books that did that. Like
I
there's
feel
the
like
Alien
all the
1, Alien 3 comic.
I feel like all the unproduced scripts they have just do them as animated movies. Batman '89, Superman '78.
I think she shows back up for 2 seconds at the end.
You know, I completely forgot that Iris West was a character for like 2 seconds, and then we never saw her again.
Yeah, remember that? Oh boy, Bruce Wayne has a sidekick. I just looked at Bruce Wayne gets back in the uniform after all these years. It's just like, yeah, I believe in this. Oh,
So this was like the one thing I actually was like pretty
hello, Connor.
This
Hello.
this was like the one thing I was kind of excited about when they like did the initial like announcements of casting was
Yeah,
I like
she's
like
the best
that-
part of this movie.
well yeah it's like I like Siriel, and I think that's like a character.
Yeah,
I think that's like a character that you don't really see too often.
Max.
And it was kind of neat that they like
we're in an
did her
hour
for the
and
movie.
3 minutes right now.
Connor, we're
Left.
just getting to Supergirl's first appearance.
Oh, okay. Where are you guys watching this at?
Max.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go find my. Okay, hang on. I can go find my my 100% legal site.
Yeah, Siler has been introduced to the microwave babies.
Yeah,
Silent, what's your candid reaction to this whole movie so far?
There's just like moments I've just have been like just really shocked on like the one thing that just gets me is like every time that they like freeze frame like on like this like
Where are we at right now?
He
Oh,
just
calls
got
him a
shot with a
jabroni!
bullet. He just got
That's
One
shot
funny.
hour
with
and
a
2
bullet.
minutes left.
Flash calls a
God.
guy a jabroni is pretty funny.
Yeah, I think me and Cyler are almost.
Lou, what's the
Yes.
time check?
1 hour and 2 minutes and 1 hour 2 minutes and 20 seconds.
Of time left?
Oh, like that's what we're at right now. There's more. We're halfway through, but like yeah, every time that they like do like a slow close up of Barry's face and it's like a wide angle lens, like just fucking irks me. Like I just don't understand.
Yeah, they're
Ron,
in
that
I
time
just don't-
code makes no sense
and
for me.
they're fighting in the dome thing.
Okay, so like basically go to where there is like
They just dropped the
1
big
hour,
ball.
1 minute, and 50 seconds left in the movie.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2.5 hours. So you would be like an hour and a half in almost.
Yeah, Max does a really shitty job at telling you like what time you're on.
Yeah, my time progress is how much is in the movie, but not how much is left.
Okay, so hold on. Let me.
Yes, it just happened. Yeah.
No, it's an hour and 23 minutes and 28 seconds.
Cool, thank you. So
You might be-
Batman's getting into an elevator shaft right now?
Yes.
Alright, perfect.
Yeah, you're like a couple seconds ahead of me.
Yeah, you should probably zoom like 10
Yeah,
seconds
he's got the
ahead
fucking
and you're
tape measure
right.
out.
Yeah, you're like 30 seconds ahead of me. He is just about to tape measure. No, it's fine.
I was just trying to figure out the time, but the only way I could do that is if
Close
I
enough.
quickly
We're within
rewind.
like
Yeah,
a
the tape
minute.
measure. That's where I just was at. Sorry. Well, this has happened
What?
before. We're never on time with each other. It's fine. Yeah.
I'm sorry, John, I cut you up before. What's your reaction to this movie? Like, so far?
I think it's like at the end of the day, this movie is just very boring. But I also just don't really understand like why this was the story they chose. I hate like every wide angle lens shot that they do of a close up on Ezra Miller's face.
Oh, which version?
Ezra Miller is like
Yes.
not particularly funny, but they're making it a
Oh,
comedy
having
for
the
some
captions
reason.
on is the best when it's
he's
like
he's very annoying.
A lot of dick jokes.
So this is a
Wait, did he just call him Smirnoff
apparently
Ice?
she said this is a scene that they cut down for the rating. Yeah, so apparently she has said this scene was way cut down because
I
they
hope
filmed a lot
Sasha
of her
Calle
murdering
gets
a
like
lot of
more
people.
time as
This was like a
Supergirl. She's
very brutal
fantastic.
scene.
I do like I do like this car a lot.
As she
Yeah.
probably should.
Well, I
She's
think they said
been
that they cut it for the
tortured by
rating,
these people
'cause I
for
think they
her
wanted
whole life.
PG.
Release the
It is the one time where I'm like, you know what? Maybe Superman. Maybe this
Kill
version
all
of
these
Superman should
people.
kill someone.
Yeah, kill all these people.
Oh, every slow mo is so terrible.
I was like actually very excited
just
for her to
looks
do an
like-
Azuna drop on
yeah.
that guy.
Yeah, it just looks like the
Man.
worst graphics ever.
They spent $220 million on the CG.
Yeah.
Is that the big punch?
Yeah.
Honestly, that whole sequence looks good up until the slow-mo, and then it becomes rubber people.
it becomes Matrix Reloaded / Spider-Man
I
1.
thought when I first saw it, I thought it was like, oh,
This
yeah, he's
sequence
hiding
with the
a
blood on the
secret
floor
and
was
he's
something that
hiding
like
imagery from the rest
wound
of
up being nothing even remotely close to what I thought it was going to imply.
Yeah, I thought that too.
I thought someone murdered Bruce. Like,
I'm like, well, that's how we get rid of Batfleck.
Yes, that just happened for me too.
Holy Funyuns. There's a
oh, we're
sentence-
synced up then. That just happened. All right.
Yeah, it just happened a little. Yeah. Yeah, no. I hope she gets cast in the Supergirl Woman of Tomorrow. Just only to finish that comic.
Oh,
I've
they
heard
call
very
her-
good things.
Yeah.
They
Well, they
call her-
just wanted to do something
Oh, this is
different
Kara,
than the TV.
even though
That's the whole
she
thing.
looks like
This movie
Siri
runs away from the TV shows as hard as it
or
can.
Seer.
Yeah, this is supposed to be Kara because
Well,
because like in the end, like I think the Flash TV show did a better job at Flashpoint than this fucking movie does.
yeah, which is, and I'll be honest, Flashpoint
Which
in
is
the Flash
pretty
TV
bad
show
because
is not
Flashpoint in the TV
great.
show sucks.
Oh. It's pretty bad when you make the
Well,
ending.
yeah, they also at the end of the
Flash is
show,
so bad,
Barry's
it
like, you
makes
know what I'm gonna do?
the
I'm
last
gonna
3
throw a
seasons of
lightning bolt into the
Smallville
sky, and
so
it's gonna
good.
go off in 3 different
The
directions.
end of that show is one of the most insulting things I've ever had to sit through.
And you know what sucks about
Well, that's
that
like one of the other
4-part
things
finale?
I
The
say is,
first
like,
2
why
parts
not
with
make-
him and
like, why is
Eobard
John
are
Bishop not in this?
Well, the
fantastic.
Eobard episode is like some of the
Dudes
best shit
that
since
have played
season
that
1,
game.
and then like the next episode, they just
At this
biff
point,
it.
Chip has been involved in Flash for 30 years. How much fun would it have been if they even got like Rosenbaum, who played the voice in the cartoon,
I
to do
mean-
something?
3 if we're gonna count, or 4 if we're gonna count Tom Cavanaugh and Teddy Sears.
They yeah, literally.
Or at least like you had people who are still around right now who just took part in like the other big DC live action thing that went on for a decade, and this movie doesn't even glance
Wait,
towards it
so-
in terms of the multiverse.
So Barry doesn't even like really believe that like Zod is going to kill a bunch of people.
I'm not.
Yeah, I've been trying.
Connor's not
to
trying hard to
for
say
Johnny
anything right
Ryan.
now.
I'm gonna say I do like her costume a lot. It is basically the
Sorry,
Injustice
it's
costume,
just-
but I think it works.
This movie's ending
This
is a big
universe
kick in the
is
balls.
on-
I'm trying not to ruin it.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Why does her costume
Yeah,
have
this
like
universe is trying to
like
do all the new
did the
52
the
suits.
Superman costume
So they went
also
with
have
the-
the pelvic arrows?
Yes. In
Okay.
this universe, yes.
Yeah, they showed it.
Also,
Connor,
like they're assuming that people just know Barry's origin story with this. They're just like, oh yeah, lightning bolt. Yeah, but they're not. They're just they're
I mean,
pointing
they
at it. And,
But they did it.
yeah, but they show like a redo of it. They can show like his like this Barry's origin.
Also, I love that Michael Keaton's new thing now is Ascot. Fred Jones looking motherfucker.
Yeah. Yeah, same. I have not started it.
You know, it's a much
Yeah, I have
better
to catch up
DC
on
thing
that
people
show,
could be
too.
watching
I think
instead.
it's
My
four
Adventures
seasons
of
behind.
Superman. I'm gonna keep bringing that up.
I haven't started yet, but I keep
No,
hearing
no
good things
episodes
about it.
are
Oh,
on
Connor,
Friday,
if you
so
like Superman and
I'll
Lois,
catch up.
you're gonna love My Adventures of Superman. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
All right.
Here's something. Here's something I think is funny. It's like he's having this secretive conversation in a cave that are known to echo.
Somewhere
It's just like, I'll kill you.
somewhere David Zaslav's still sitting going, I'm telling you, you're gonna forget all about Ezra's problems when you watch The Flash. This feels like this does feel a lot like reverse when Clark flew for the first time. He just feels sad about it.
Yeah, but there's no grandeur. There's no, there's no weight. She's just
No.
listing. Look at that giant fucking desert.
Look at that. I'm sorry. I'm just noticing how bad the CG is here. Like,
They're
oh
really
my
bad looking.
God.
He did film stuff for this, but every time you see
I don't know.
you hated it.
They're in the magic land of figured out.
I guarantee you that Michael Shannon was not on set for this once. Look at his floating fucking head.
You think
no.
they asked
I
think they asked Christopher Maloney
Wait.
to come back and he probably laughed at them for 5 minutes? Because don't forget, Jim Gordon.
And Chi Trow is also definitely not there as Fayora, okay? I'm telling you right now.
See, this is fun.
Do you think they asked Christopher
should be more.
Maloney to come back as
I
that
should
general
have
guy?
forgot he was even in it.
Isn't he Jim Gordon right now?
Ooh,
Don't worry
that
about it.
kite.
It's overly. Like, it's overly done by, like, producers. Also,
I mean,
what the fuck
it is
this?
goofy, just not in a good
The-
way.
The ascot and he jumps.
No, it's weird.
Yes, that's a comic thing. Like in the Flashpoint comic,
It's
he did.
derpy.
Like, this whole
It's
scene
derpy.
is
That's what it is.
comic book, except other Barry.
That's what it
Like,
is.
he goes to
Wait.
Bruce to get
It's
it done.
fucking derpy.
This is almost
So
like
he
a
has-
shot for shot.
He knows exactly the chemicals that.
Yes. No.
Yeah, and then he like. You think and it's like a last
He's
page
also
shot
talked
of like
about, the on
him
again,
being
off again,
possibly
you know,
dead. But what I'm saying is, I don't believe this Flash would know.
Also,
No, this Flash is a doorknob-licking idiot.
Should be in, like the Brady Bunch. Like,
This is the
ascot
flat.
and stuff
This
like that,
is
yeah,
the Barry who probably during COVID would lick the toilet seat. I don't know, man.
I don't like it either. This one of the things that the show did good was making the different lightnings mean different things.
God, I still hate the blue lightning. I really hate the blue lightning.
Does it kill you? Oh. I was physically far away from my computer. Which should not be using.
I can barely hear Lou.
Yeah, Lou, you are super far away.
Wait,
Okay. Wait, Siler, what are you thinking right now?
so he got hit with lightning once, and it worked, and now he's like, do it again.
Well, no, I don't think it did work. You gotta be hit with lightning again for it to fully work. I don't know. Does anyone else hear that?
I don't think so.
Oh no, I heard like really big static feedback coming in on my end, but okay, it's gone now.
She's gonna go throw him in a fucking cloud.
She just throws him in the river.
She just drops him.
Look
Oops.
at what you did. Good job, Batman.
No, the rain's washing off my chemicals.
That's not how it's gonna work.
Yep.
You know, for
Not
like
a
probably
nostalgia
$100 million
section.
less, they could have just made a Flash movie where he fights like the fucking rogues gallery and he does some shit and then like saves the day and call it a happy ending.
You mean you could have just made a Flash movie? Like,
We don't even see him get hit by a fucking lightning bolt.
Tyler, that requires people having good ideas.
and not
People don't want to see the
every
weather
idea.
wizard. People want to see Batman.
I think it's so weird that like this is the first Flash movie we're ever gonna get. It's like Batman vs Superman. Like
The first
only do
and
the first
last,
time
I'm gonna be
once.
honest with you.
You can only do this once for the first time, and the first time in both instances are such a weird misstep.
Audiences can't relate to Abracadabra and the Trickster. We
Could you
can't.
imagine if they
The
did a
Flash
movie
villains are
with,
too
like,
goofy. We gotta do
Trickster
Scarecrow and
Reverse Flash, that's a dumb name.
yeah. Eobard? Who's even named Eobard
That's
these days?
that's a great impression of David Zaslav on a Tuesday morning in DC's meetings.
What?
Captain Cold. Can you imagine a movie with him and Captain
John,
Cold?
John,
Yeah, it's
what
actually
the hell is
good.
happening?
I thought he was painting that yellow for a second. I'm like, what the fuck?
No, don't worry.
So-
You'll learn, John.
So hold on. So you can just
Jonathan?
cut the ears off the bat cowl.
Oh yeah, I forgot there was I forgot we had the Black Racer,
That would be
who's a weird fucking golem.
because it's Batman. It's his fireproof suit.
If only it were. That's what I'll say.
What's funny is the bat suit with the
Wait,
I'm just gonna
so
say
regular
the logo actually
clothing
doesn't look
will
that
burn
bad.
away, but Batman's suit is perfectly constructed to where it won't just go away.
Yeah.
I think it would have been a lot
I think
funnier
I think if it was like colored better and like didn't look like it was obviously slapped together, that old mold with a Flash logo on it looks pretty good.
it'd been really hilarious if he's like, "Oh yeah, I just got this old
Also,
suit
here's
that
something
was
very
like."
funny. So we saw
like,
Ezra
held behind
shirtless.
glass,
I'm
and it's
still
like
not
the
a
Robin
fan of-
costume.
I'm still not a fan of this newer suit.
I took this
Like,
suit with an R on it.
That means Barry designed his suit to give him.
It was in a
abs.
glass display.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
R
so
for
he designed a
Reverse
suit to
Flash.
give him abs.
Yeah, that suit has more muscle tone than he does.
You know,
Was.
could be watching going through the Speed Force for the first time,
I've-
breaking the
I've
rule,
seen
Barry.
it
You gotta
once,
break it. You
and
gotta
it's-
break it now,
it's-
scene.
I
But
can't believe how much better that one sequence is in this whole movie.
exactly. Like again, I know some of you will not watch Snyder Cut off principle, but that scene was
I will never watch a Snyder Cut.
Really?
It's a
No,
it's a
I don't really. I don't like Man of Steel. I don't like Batman v Superman. I don't think there's any world where like I want to see his true vision for Justice League
Yeah,
because I
it's the
inherently
whole-
hate his version of those characters.
That's understandable.
Like
It's fine.
I would rather spend 3 hours and go watch
Snyder Cut's a
something.
better movie than.
Well, I
Justice
did
League,
watch
but
RoboCop 3
that's
the
not
other day.
saying much.
I you know what, I would rather just watch
Yeah.
other junk.
you want to get nuts. Let's get nuts. You said it. He said the
I will
thing.
say of the two.
Yeah,
I mean,
he said that line. I know that
The Russian
line.
family.
Ooh.
Clap because I know it.
Yeah, that's what's gonna. It is still a better movie than the movie we got in theaters, but but that means you're just not gonna like either one of them. Like,
I just don't
Yeah.
remember anything about Joss Whedon's
Yes.
Justice League.
Good,
I-
don't.
Something
You know what,
happens.
there is that one scene I actually really do like in the Justice League movie which I assume is also in the Snyder Cut, where Superman's back to life and Flash is running really fast and Superman's eyes
it is.
follow the Flash.
yes, that is.
I think that's like
that's
the only
fantastic.
good. That is like the best scene in the entire movie and the only scene I really remember.
And then immediately, Henry Cavill just has the most comedic frown on his face, looking
I
at
just
him.
it's in the eyeballs. It's just that's the fact that like Barry's noticing that Superman's eyes are tracking him, and he suddenly shits himself.
That's in the Snyder Cut, I think, too, right?
It's in both of them, yeah.
Like how
Oh, no,
Bruce in the
it looks
Snyder Cut
fine.
almost got beaten to a pulp, and he's like,
Because
"Wait,
it's a
Clark."
I do like,
Yeah.
you know, I'm gonna have to see it out in the open with light on it, but I actually don't
Well,
mind
again, that's because
the look of the Flash costume. That's just Batman's costume but painted red.
Are based on the
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was
suits.
saying. Like, it doesn't look that bad.
I like it doesn't have annoying lines on it.
Or it looks like it's made out of
Because it's based on that.
like a fruit roll up.
Yes.
Doesn't it have that weird waxy texture.
Oh, the mask.
Damn, that got me.
And this Batman suit's good. That
Well, it should look that.
was
It's
funny.
super glued.
Okay, this movie got 2 laughs out of me.
The mask looking all fucked up.
Oh,
they just
God,
had him film
actually,
stuff in
the
his,
helmet
like,
part
he
looks
probably has a
bad,
room that's
but
painted
like
for
I
him.
understand why.
Yeah, no, there is no way. Michael Shannon was not on set once.
Oh no, they used his likeness.
I forgot how much this movie's like in like. If
Why
you
did he
connect
cut?
this to Man of
Why
Steel,
did he cut
it
the
makes
neck
Zod
part so at least
so
he
much
could
like
move
that.
his neck?
It's the terraforming. Yeah, well, because this character,
Yes.
what is it? Feora?
What is this cool ice shit they're doing? Like,
Because they are.
Oh, that was kind of cool. Using a rocket as a club. Like this scene here, like why is it looks like they're in 2 completely different movies.
Oh my god, the CG
also,
map.
hang on, guys. Keep an eye on Barry
Which
Prime's
shot is it not
neckline.
connected as they're running?
Quarter crew pointed this out. His head is not attached to that body.
The Flash theme playing. Excuse me, sir. That's not the Flash theme I'm
like
thinking
Ezra?
of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Just in general.
But like,
Barry-
I would forget, if
Yeah, like
everything else
Barry's
looked
head.
good, I would
Barry's head is
forgive
not
it
attached to that
because
body.
it
It's
should
entirely
be.
CG.
Because it's not.
Yeah, I can
Flash
kind of
mask.
tell.
Yeah.
The cowl on the other Barry looks so bad.
Like, they
Look
need
at
to
the
keep
stock
story
footage
going,
from.
or whatever.
Man, they just love watching this kid dad die. It's like what is it about these two that
Well, I
they
like
keep on
Zod
going
in
back
Man of
to?
Steel.
It's Metropolis.
Yeah.
Listen, I don't mind Man of
I
Steel.
mean, like, I
so-
like the concept of Zod and all the Kryptonian stuff in Man of Steel.
What?
Oh, yeah, no. Listen. Zod in Man of Steel is better than Zod here, but that's because Michael Shannon doesn't give 2 shits.
He's half asleep in this
Well, that
movie.
kind of goes away after you've killed a baby.
Well, this Zod is like, where's all that rage?
Like I can
Heresy.
mind do that. Be
Yeah,
oh,
like,
he
where's
kind
all
of-
the charisma?
He's taken a step that even he knows is like too far. Like
Yeah.
killing an infant.
Yeah. Killed the baby and I didn't find anything.
But I also were there other Kryptonians with the three of them? They look like Halo ships. Oh, the Bat one? Yeah. Was that from the 80s movies? Did it do that?
Remember the music, guys?
That's a pretty cool ship design, though. Like that, it can like rotate.
Oh, the rotating cockpit.
Yeah. Yes,
No.
thank you for fucking ripping that shit away. It looked awful. That looks so much better.
Also, again, if he can just do that, like, how is Batman at all safe in that cowl?
I was saying, remember,
They're
Connor,
so stupid.
I was saying, I remember, we still got Aquaman 2 left in this fucking DCEU.
Oh my god.
Man, I was like, you know what? She like tried saving those people in that helicopter, which is like maybe more than what Superman did in Man of Steel.
It's more than what he did in Smallville.
I found out that
Like,
theme
this
song
should be
turns
fun,
22 this
and
month.
it's not.
Oh, they're gonna give him like a diamond cutter?
Which
It's not,
A
because it comes
little
after
ahead of
such
you guys.
Also, they're
Yeah.
just murdering these guys.
I did think at some point in this movie they were gonna
I'm
do
just waiting for when
the
Siler
Linkara
gets
run
to the
that
point.
like Wonder Woman does in '84, where it's like them running at the camera slowly, but everything in the background's going by fast. They have not done that yet.
Also, why is
I love that you, me, and Connor all know
Why
what
is
point that
Carl-
is.
This music is really out of place, but like there's also like with
Wait, why
what's
did she
going to
do that?
happen in this movie, it's about to become a big fucking mess.
she's not fully charged?
This is like a
Yeah.
popular song that like does not fit in this scene.
No.
I assume it probably has to do something with like her being in like a giant ball for most of her life. Yeah, and even though like she is like out in the open, it's like you know Zod's been like you know at this a
Oh
lot
wait,
longer.
here's Barry's dumb face yelling.
I've been hit.
Yeah, like, why did she stop? Yeah, I don't know. She was gonna do what she's about to do.
Yeah,
like,
see, now everything's suddenly serious after that big, ridiculous musical sequence.
Yeah. Yep.
Why didn't she
Man,
like
this just
turn
reminds me,
around and do
I'm
it like
thinking back
while
to that-
looking at
Was
him?
it the first like 30 minutes of Man of Steel? All that Krypton stuff.
Oh,
is
it's like
cool as hell.
RoboCop's key stabber.
Yeah. Oh, I liked all that stuff. Well, Krypton always looks dumb.
Yeah.
Well, I don't like the
With
movie,
Russell
I just
Crowe?
like the Krypton
Oh,
stuff.
I hated that shit.
Oh, I loved it. Yeah, no,
Like,
I'm
I thought Krypton looked
Yes.
dumb as hell,
Zeus.
and then they put them in their giant fucking dildos and they send them off to the Phantom Zone.
Yeah.
I'm on the side. I liked Man of Steel quite a bit, to be honest.
Yes.
You mean with the Pope's exorcist, Russell Crowe as Jor-El?
No,
His face in this.
did they like?
His
wait.
face in that mask.
Did they just kill
His face in
Batman?
that mask.
They killed Batman and Supergirl within a minute of each other.
Yeah.
Wait, is she actually dead?
Yes.
Yes.
Because he's like, oh,
Connor or Siler, I think, is like.
This is dumb as fuck. Like, and also considering like, and also like,
no, wait.
he like Batman's
John-
face before he
Jonathan.
died. He looked so
Just
bored. Like he was glad to be out of this movie. Like he's just thinking about all the zeros he probably got for this movie. And I can't believe they just killed fucking Supergirl. What a fucking stupid movie.
Oh boy, here we go. Now it's.
Oh, hey, we're gonna just go back in time and fuck up things even more because that's all Barry Allen knows what to
So
do.
wouldn't there be 4 of them now?
Yes, but
I'm
we're
trying
not-
to mince my words because John's about to double down in his anger.
He's one of the main.
It's gonna be like one of those
He's from
things
the
where there's like
original
nothing they could have done.
too.
just
Yeah, but he's
watch.
He's a character in Superman 2 as well.
Oh
The-
boy,
Christopher Reeve's one. Yeah, because it's
I do love the
it's
giant Kryptonian
Zod.
coming back.
His wife is a character, Feora, and then
I don't remember his name. I just referred to him as giant Kryptonian.
he is a comic book character too. It's Non.
Oh, he's
N-O-N.
he's the big dude.
Yes,
is that
and he's
Zah
just
or
their like big
Ba?
guy.
I don't know. Feora. I think it's Nod or Nog or something.
Yeah, is this slow mo CGI really good?
Non, that's it.
Yeah, she just ignores him. Oh, that wasn't even him. I think this movie tells you everything. Like, there's so many CGI things, like, of people.
Yes,
No, that's
high
not even
five. I just
him.
noticed that.
Like, all those animatronic
Wow, that's a
babies
fucking fake Michael
on the
Shannon.
table to not give
Yeah.
them,
Michael Shannon's just like, why am I here? Why did I say yes?
See, and I like this scene too. Like, I think this is a very interesting thing to show, like, this Bruce do. You gotta fight like that. Oh my god. The green screen is. The green screen behind his head is so bad.
Oh, Bruce, you got jam all over your face.
Bruce, you're probably.
He told him
I
to
think all your
blow up.
internal organs are just mashed together now because you're an 80-year-old
He told
man
him
who's
to
got
not shoot the
ragdolled.
ship, and then he went after Non.
So what did that Flash even do? Because he was like, he basically told, "Don't shoot the ship," and then we didn't see him for like another hour.
Oh my god. Okay, when we do zoom ups on this helmet, it's so fucking bad. Like zoom ins. It looks so goofy.
Did he die? No, he's sleeping.
Yeah, I don't know either. Does he do like the megaton punch or whatever? Oh no, he's just building up energy.
I don't know why he takes off the gloves. Dead.
Barry.
Yeah. Bruce. They were a fixed point. Which again, he knows this. Couldn't he technically just like super speed and like right when Zod got there and just kill him before
Yeah,
he was
so
powered by the yellow
every
Just-
timeline Kara dies.
This has got to be the AI stuff because like how bad it is.
Yeah.
Like this looks like all the bad AI online art. Yeah, like Hunter, I said earlier.
Now,
there's
do we think this
I
is
saw a
CG or
TikTok
just
of a
all
guy
AI?
who worked for one of the companies that did the effects, and he's like, everything looks like it took a week because it did take a week because that's as much time as they gave us.
Even
that's
Quarter
what-
Crew, said this is inexcusable.
Oh, I can't wait! I can't wait, Sally.
Yeah. I wanna see if
Oh, he is the
Yep,
the
that's-
demon.
that's
He
what I
is
was
the
waiting
Black
for.
Ranger.
Yep.
There's one other scene I can't wait to hear Siler. His reaction. The send off of the movie. Oh yeah, I forgot this part too. So this is them referencing Crisis, I believe. The way the designs are of these things that we're gonna see. I believe this is a
Oh
reference to
no.
Crisis.
Oh no. Oh no, no. Oh god, no.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Yeah, and here's
It
our
is.
thing
Just
about him
let's-
being like the neurodivergent stuff again.
This is like the exact opposite of Spider-Verse. Like this is like the exact opposite. Is our big hero is like, you know what? We have to go kill my mom to save the world. And the bad guy of the movie is like, you know what? Maybe we could actually just save everyone. Maybe there isn't no fixed point, you know? Which I mean, like, this like within the context of the film is probably true. But like it's like so funny that those two movies came out a month apart from
Yeah.
each other.
No, Siler.
Oh god, he
Just
looks
wait.
so
So
fucking
you
stupid.
have not seen CGI. Yeah, so those. Yeah, so
Oh,
those like
geez.
Oh
gaps that look
god,
like
that looks
eye
so
slots
bad.
Just wait.
are-
Just wait.
Dramatic choir music plays.
You have not seen the full sins this movie's about to commit.
Fuck, that's such a bad design.
No, just
So his lightning just eradicated a timeline?
You can't diamond cutter me.
Oh, is that actually Ezra?
Three Ezras.
3 problematic stars.
I think
See,
it's
like, I don't understand.
it's definitely his voice.
Oh, here we go.
No, and they made it.
Here we fucking go.
So, but Tyler, here's the thing: they didn't.
Uh,
I don't get it. Like he was just about to kill him. Oh no.
Like, why is that world in black and white? Because I understand. Understand it's because it's. Oh, there's that guy, and there's that guy who didn't give his okay to be in this movie, and they put him in
Yep.
anyways.
Oh,
Yeah,
just
nobody
wait.
cares
Oh,
about
just
Hall
wait. I just saw another one. I'm madder.
So
It's the one that
I'm
made me mad
sure
the
none
most.
of these people can give their permission because they're all dead.
But
Yeah,
that
the
looks
shot
so
behind
bad
Superman and
too,
Kara
and
is
that looks
supposed to be-
worse.
Ripped from Infinite Crisis.
This is stupid. This is bad.
Like, of
Oh
all
my God,
the
the ears
reference-
are
You know what?
messed up.
Films were a mistake. We should just pack it in.
Well, you mean not Kevin Smith?
Adam,
All right.
watch this. Look at his cow. No ears.
Yeah, I saw that. Also, like,
But also,
goddamn, this could have been a cool
Yeah.
movie. Okay. I think Kevin
Yeah,
Smith
also,
might have been onto something.
Nicolas Cage is.
This pisses me off because now you're doing nostalgia bait for stuff that didn't even happen.
Like a day.
It's nostalgia bait for
2 hours.
like, oh, the true fans
That's
know.
not de-aging.
Yeah, this is for practically nobody.
Like-
This is a reference from like a 30-year-old Q&A.
Yes,
I hate
that's for the
this is
Kevin
so
Smith heads out there.
Yeah.
foolishly upsetting. Well, he did, but they de-aged his face.
Oh wow! You know, I didn't get into an argument, but it was like one of those things where like a friend of mine on Facebook was like excited to watch The Flash, and I was like, man, like, and I kind of listed the reasons why I wasn't excited, and then one of his friends commented like, well, I'm just excited to see Michael Keaton Batman because I love Michael Keaton Batman, and nothing can stop me from seeing it. I'm like, well,
Hey Connor,
you could
who's that? Sound?
and I'm like, you could just watch Batman '89. Like it
So-
still exists. And it's
so
like
one
if
of the,
I was like a big Michael Keaton fan and I saw this movie, I'd be pissed because they literally don't like. It's like he literally doesn't really do anything, and he says one or two lines and then they fucking kill him.
So Justin Esquivel from Epic Film Guys, he's like an affiliate of Movie Dumpster. The Movie Dumpster guys have told me like basically all he does is hyperactively defend this movie because, and I've watched him. It's just Michael Keaton. He's a huge Michael Keaton fan, and again, like that is the only reason he likes this movie.
You know what you could watch? You can just watch Batman Returns, the best
Exactly.
Batman movie.
Yeah.
Oh wow, he killed him, so he killed himself. Hey Barry, sorry I was being a real dick.
Hey Barry, I'm sorry I got you killed, Barry.
Those little
Hey Barry, I'm
protrusions,
sorry I got
those,
blood on the bench.
Your
those
time
protrusions look like they're glued to his
everyone.
suit.
So it doesn't
Hey
matter.
Barry, I'm sorry we got blood on the monkey, Barry.
No. All those universes still exist. See, they're going back and
I
So
hate
Barry
this.
got this younger version of
It's
himself
second
killed,
Barry's universe.
and then he
That's
also
just
essentially got his
Michael
entire
Keaton,
timeline killed
Barry.
because Zod just won.
With Zod.
Man,
Oh my god, you're so right with his head. It's just like he's definitely like in a green skin
Exactly.
suit.
But he
with just
also
his
erased that
helmet on.
giant spider from existing, so
So why
everything's
does he
good.
need to run backwards? Well, yeah.
Oh,
I
yeah.
forgot
Oh,
the
well, you know what?
series,
Fuck
so
that
I hate it.
universe.
It's like this doesn't make any sense.
It's Anthony Fantano.
Like she's a woman who's getting talked to by a
That should
dude
be.
wearing sunglasses inside.
If that is Anthony
It
Fantano, it
looks
should
like
be
you just
Red
got the
Flannel,
chicken
because
cut
this
on.
movie is no good.
Wouldn't you think he's trying to pick her up? Well, no. This is in the past, so she hasn't seen him grown up.
Also, like
Yes, but this is before that.
they've already recognized him in this
But he's
timeline.
still,
So like,
like,
what's to stop her from
9.
doing it again?
Yeah, that's when he's only like 4 years older than he is. Like,
Yeah, but they
why
already
would she be
confused him for their
hunting
younger
this
version of Ezra,
random-
for their younger version of Barry.
Yes, it's
Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay, I forgot.
yeah, it's the whole problem of once he does anything, there's no going back to his original timeline.
Also, I don't think time travel works the way they say it does in this movie because, like, they've already
Yes,
established if he goes
but
back,
he
he creates
can
different
never return
timelines.
to
So
his
even if he
true
does
universe.
this, like,
Yeah.
he's not fixing anything. He's jumping into a different timeline where he can exonerate his father. But that's it.
This happens post Dark Side.
Yeah. So the father he left is doomed to rot in prison.
Oh, further down the line, yes. Like Dark Side would be well.
No.
Yes, technically. If
Also,
we
in
don't-
that universe, if the Snyder Cut is was canon, he would be dooming his universe to whatever happens in in that universe. Darkseid's
well,
coming.
no. If you go
Yeah.
to
yeah, but
It's,
like, look,
but
they're
technically-
talking about further down the line too, in the future.
in the
Yeah.
in the Keen universe, if Stephen
This
Wolf
is
shows
post
up,
Steppenwolf,
will
yes.
be a planet.
Yeah, this
full
is
of
post Steppenwolf.
aliens.
He's actually very sad because he won't be able to get his spaghetti.
That's when people have asked me like, "So what's the Flash like?" I'm like, "It's a movie about spaghetti."
Somebody touch my spaghetti. Someone in this house.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's right. Forgot about that.
He shows
Why
up to
is
collect the
Just
mother
wait,
box.
John.
Why doesn't Barry simply just watch his mother get killed so he knows who killed his mother? Or how about this? Why does he just go to the store that his father was
In the
at
comic, he
and
goes
just tell
back
him,
and he
"Hey,
does fight
oh,
Reverse
I was gonna
Flash.
say, why is he just messing the camera?" It's like literally, it's just like if you would have thought about it for more than 2 seconds.
He wouldn't have had to go on this ridiculous journey.
Oh look, it's Andy Muschietti.
Barry? Oh, I didn't catch that.
Oh, he's just like an anime girl. Wait, does he have Superman shoes?
I think he does.
Yeah. they have like Superman logos on the back of his shoes, or it's like some kind of like red and yellow symbol. Maybe he's a big Hulkster brother.
This is Pasta Mania shoes.
Listen, man, this whole movie's just about. In the end, this movie's about spaghetti. Knees weak, arms are
Mania,
heavy.
brother.
Knees weak, arms are heavy. Vomit on the ground already. Mom's spaghetti.
Because his
But
dad
now
still
Barry's going to
spends-
Blackgate prison
his
because he
dad
kept
still
fucking up the
spends all
timeline.
those years in jail. So he's only getting out.
Okay.
He would
so
go Iron
what-
Heights, wouldn't he?
Yes.
So how does?
Oh yeah,
how-
Iron Heights,
okay.
right.
Wait. So his mom getting a can of tomatoes drastically changes like the entire landscape of the DC universe. How does that not change like his father getting out of jail? But it's like
Hang on,
okay,
hang on, we gotta wait for his reaction to one more thing.
No, two more things. This is the worst
This
thing
is
right
so
before the
gross.
credits.
Also, the same girl who, like, the last time they talked to each other, the first time in a while, she was like, "So I work for a newspaper. Tell me about when your dad killed your mom." That's her introduction.
it's just that easy to.
I can't
To a
wait.
girl.
He's such a ladies'
To
man
all
that
be
the girls
quiet.
ask him out to date.
Yeah.
Oh my. Okay, the green screen of the reporters walking by was horrible. Why were they on a green screen?
Here we go. The last big.
Is this whole courthouse
Oh,
that
I
he's
know
standing
this
in front
reveal.
of not real?
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do think this is a good. They're
I
wanting
do like
bomb.
this reveal. Actually, I think it's funny.
I think this is the best reveal in the movie, to be honest.
Yeah, it looks weird.
That's the best. That F bomb is fantastic.
And then, what's wrong with you?
Ezra's face is
There's
CGI.
another one, isn't there?
Watch this. Watch this.
Just that
Watch
one.
the tooth.
Yeah, like this is all green screened.
Yeah, isn't there
Oh,
another
thank
one?
Christ.
Affleck being gone.
What a fucking.
No, I don't think
Is there
so.
like a post credits?
Yeah, there is another one. I was gonna say there's another. There's
So
another
is this-
cameo.
So is this like their kind of like pseudo way to explain like,
Hey, the dog.
oh
catches
yeah,
the
like this is
baby.
why like actors are different now. Oh, this is why like Henry
was like, I remember
Cavill
there
has
being
not
another one
returned
that
to
was
the
also
DC
very bad.
universe.
I
No,
mean,
this is
maybe,
it.
but, like,
oh,
it doesn't
no, there's
really-
one more. There's one more at the end of the credits.
Wow, this dog falling. It's so hilarious.
Yes, there is.
How far is it into the?
Forgot there is
credits?
another cameo. You are
Yeah,
correct. And I'll be honest, the cameo of these two was done much better in
Okay,
another show.
it's at 1 minute and 30 seconds left in it.
At the very end. The
It's
very
after
end.
like the full credits, after like the MPA and all that stuff.
I'm like kind of just shocked how bad this movie is.
Doesn't even have captions. That's funny.
Okay, I'm gonna fast forward.
I'm so glad I didn't like pay to see this in theaters.
Oh
I did.
No.
You imagine spending like almost $20 and you're just like, what the hell is this?
Almost 3 hours of this.
This is for this. Remember, guys. Remember, if you watch this movie, it's the greatest movie ever, and
And you
everything
have
will
a
be
movie.
forgiven.
I think.
Jason Momoa is too good for this.
Listen, do you want to know where this was done much better? Go watch Peacemaker.
Final
Oh,
thoughts.
Aquaman's a furry? In all timelines, I'm happy.
No, you
I
don't.
would not call that a movie.
That was not a movie.
Oh, it's so gross. Get him out of that
Is it
water.
worth the wait?
Final thoughts. This is so gross.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. This movie should have been.
No, I'm
fun
watching
movie.
Jason Momoa in this dirty sewer water.
Well, for those who have seen it, those who are watching it for the first time, what you think?
Trickster.
I wish this bit was more the movie. Like, couldn't this just been a weird Flash movie where, like, oh god, yeah, like, could this just been like a Flash movie where he fights fucking Abracadabra and Jason Momoa is like a cool weird friend that's like also there sometimes, and then Barry is just like hanging out with Iris, and it's just a fucking Flash movie. Like, because like also at the end of the day, they don't save the day. They in fact got a bunch of people fucking killed, and then they just
the day is not
washed
saved.
their hands and then walked away.
There's no resolution. They didn't do anything.
Oh my god! Fuck this movie. Fuck! I can't believe this is the version after like 8 years of hard developmental that they were like, this is the version we're gonna film.
I can't believe this is the movie they thought. This is the movie they thought was like worth not throwing Ezra Miller into a pit of snakes. This was the movie they had to release and keep him on board. They had to protect him over this.
This is the movie that they decided to cancel Batgirl because they were like, that's not a safe bet. Flash, though.
I'd save this to let that one die in a fire. They let Batgirl die in a fire to save this movie.
I think in like almost
was it worth it in the end? Because I'll be honest, it sure as fuck wasn't.
Because it was 250 million before,
because they had to allocate the money somewhere.
And then how much money did this movie lose? Like it's the biggest flop in Warner Brothers.
It's going to
it's the biggest flop in Warner Brothers history.
No, I think it's like
marketing, which is usually at least half. So this is probably close to $400 million.
Yeah, like not even that. Yeah, in film history,
plus all of
this is like one of the biggest flops of all time. 220 million, and then the box office was worldwide 268.5 million.
That's not including marketing.
That's not including marketing, no.
And like, and Blue Beetle, a movie. Okay, Blue Beetle, a movie that DC has done zero marketing for. Before the actor strike, I mean, after the actor strike, very obviously they didn't promote very much. But even before the movie, they didn't promote this movie at all, and it still has made at least half of what The Flash did, and it probably costed like a quarter of the budget. And
I think it made more.
At one point, yeah, and then they like, I think they like upscaled it to be like
with who?
An in film or in theaters movie.
Well, apparently there's going to be it's actually out right now. There's a Flash podcast that is apparently kind of, I guess, canonical
really
to the
comic.
movie.
I can't remember who wrote it. It's like all the villains.
I don't want any more of this universe.
With Max Greenfield as Barry Schmidt from New Girl, for those who have seen it.
But Flash makes you feel bad about being a bit like.
You know, like the sad thing about it is like the Flash has like a ton of really cool villains. Like I think they're as cool as the Batman villains, but yeah, there's like this really great episode of Justice League Unlimited where it's like Batman, the Flash, and Orion are all like teamed up to go and try and like figure out like who's going to try and kill the Flash. Like someone like sent like a death threat, and so they're going like to all these different places, and like one of them is they go to a bar that the Trickster is at, and Orion like threatens to like break Trickster's neck. And the Flash is like, hey, like, come on, like, you know, give me a second. And he basically,
Are you off
like,
your meds again?
He's like, you know, like, are you on your? He's like, you're off your meds again. He's like, they make me feel weird. He's like, James, you're wearing the suit again. And he looks, he's like, oh, I am wearing the suit. It's like fucking perfect, and it's like the perfect dichotomy of like why like. The Flash is so beloved in Central City. He has his own museum dedicated to him. Like the people of Central City love the Flash, and like that's like kind of like what sets them apart from like Batman or Wonder Woman, you know, or these other heroes. And they don't play up that.
He's Bruce Wayne if he was well fucking adjusted and had a much better upbringing. Because he goes through a similar tragedy, but comes out of it so much better.
Yeah, I suppose, but you know, it's like also it's just like, I like that like Barry. Well, I like Wally. You know, and Wally is like the one that's in the Justice League show. Barry Allen is
a
like
lot of people's version of the Flash. Like that's their canonical Barry. Their canonical Flash is Wally West, and I get that too.
I think like for a long time, like even still, like I think DC like really undervalued like how important like those cartoons were for like a huge generation of DC fans. It's like until like fairly recently, the Teen Titans were never like really kind of characterized in the same way that they were in the show. It's like it's almost like they fucking hated the show for like bringing in new fans, because then they were like, well, I don't want to tell this version of the Teen Titans. I want to tell my Jeff Johns is like, I want to do my own adult version of the Titans. And then, the Titan comics were like bad for 20 years. And finally got good again recently. But it's like
they say fuck Batman.
I feel like with DC and to a larger extent Warner Bros. When it comes to like movies and stuff, like the left hand never knows the right hand is doing, and it seems like they're just constantly competing against themselves. Like,
well, and because it's like, you know, and I also think they look down on it because they're like, oh, the cartoons, like that's kids stuff. We make like Jeff Johns has always kind of seemed to me like a guy who's like, I make adult things. I have acquired adult taste.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like that's the reason why they still promote, you know, Identity Crisis so much within the DC universe, even though that book might be like one of the worst fucking comics ever made. And like definitely poisoned the well of comics for like a good long time.
What is Identity Crisis again? Is that the one where Sue Dibney?
Yeah, that's the Sue Dibney one, and Deathstroke like murks the entire Justice League, and and Sue Dibney's raped because like again, like, hey, like we're adult comics now.
I remember starting to read that and then eventually falling off because I just wasn't vibing with me at all, and I didn't like the tone. I was like, oh, so we're doing a fucking murder mystery? Like
but it's like a bad murder mystery. Like, because like none of like it, because like, okay, like all the things that are in the comic are really repugnant and gross and bad, but like also like the murder mystery doesn't make any sense. Like, it's like they put these like little clues throughout the entire book of like who it could be, and then it's like literally it's like that episode of Bob's Burgers where Linda's trying to make the murder mystery, and she's like, and the murderer was me. And they're like, but there were no clues leading that you were the murderer. You even said you weren't the murderer. It's like, I know. Isn't that a clever surprise? And it's like, and that's essentially like the reveal of like of the Atom's wife. It's just like literally like out of nowhere, and it's like there to like basically like, aren't you foolish that you didn't see this coming?
All right, gentlemen, I have to go to bed. I don't know if you're going to keep going.
No, I think it's 1 a.m. here. I think we're all done. You know, all the
so yeah, like this movie was pretty bad. It is about as bad as like Jonah Hex, or actually, you know what? This movie
I
has
enjoyed
like
Jonah Hex more than
I was gonna
this.
say I would rather watch Jonah Hex, and that's a pretty bad fucking movie.
So would I, because the
Yeah.
lead is an fucking insufferable twat.
the lead or like the Jonah Hex actually has like the same kind of problem as the Flash, where it's like, why did you spend $100 million on a Jonah Hex movie when you could have just done like a really cool
Use that
$20
same
million
movies.
gritty like Western for Jonah
Hold on,
Hex?
I'll watch what that
And
budget was. Is that really? Oh, it was actually the budget was $47 million. It was actually way under.
that movie does not look like $40 million. That movie looks.
It's also two movies competing within the same space, so it's a very strange experience.
It's like
I think it.
again, it's like that movie needed to be more 310 to Yuma and less Wild Wild West.
Well, I think it was supposed to be directed by Neville Dean and Taylor, but the studio said no, and they got the co-director of Horton Hears a Who ? ?
But I think it's about as bad as Green Lantern. It's about as like
I would say this movie is worse than
I would not
Bloodshot.
put this as like the death nail of the DCU, but it's
Yeah,
about
but at
as
least
like
Bloodshot has that one good scene.
it's it basically
And
misses the
equally
mark in the
bad
same way that
CGI.
like Black Adam also just wildly misses the mark on like what people are here for and like what's good about these characters, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Bloodshot's just
Wow.
boring though.
Yeah, I would put it there.
I don't remember.
It's. I think I'd rather.
I won't
watch
watch
Birds of Prey,
Bloodshot,
and
so I'll
I
take your
don't
word for it.
remember Birds of Prey.
Of the modern DC movies though, for like comparing stuff, like
I couldn't tell you.
it does not make
anything
me as
about it.
angry as Man of Steel or Batman v Superman. It's about as boring as Suicide Squad and about as worthless.
You know what? I think
I like Birds of Prey.
I didn't finish
like,
Birds of Prey.
I feel like I'm like kind of a I like Birds. I've seen Birds of Prey a couple times. Like I think the movie is pretty fun. Like
I would rather
think
watch.
it, like they
I'd
didn't.
rather watch.
I don't think they really
I'd
kind
rather
of
watch
like
Wonder Woman '84.
you know,
whatever.
I don't know, man. Like I thought that movie was fun. I think it.
I would rather watch. I'm looking over this now. I would rather watch Batman v
Yeah.
Superman, the director's cut again. I'd rather watch Wonder Woman 1. I'd rather watch Man of Steel, Birds of Prey, Blue Beetle, Shazam, Aquaman. So many of the DCEU I'd rather watch
I'll just
more
go
than.
watch the Suicide Squad in the loop.
Like I think Margot Robbie. I don't know,
I think
man.
this movie is. I think this movie and Wonder Woman '84 are equally as bad and damaging
Yes.
to the characters on
Yes.
screen.
Yes.
Yes. And like, I'll say this about Birds of Prey. I think Margot Robbie, as we've seen, is widely talented. I think she's like really fun as Harley Quinn because like, you know, she's great in the Suicide Squad movie, the second one, and I really
That's the
like.
only one as far as I'm concerned.
And like I think like that movie is full of like really great actresses, and I think there's a lot of I think there's a lot of
You know what?
good things about it, but I think
This reminded me of.
didn't help
Dark
that movie
Phoenix,
came
the
out
second
like a
one.
month before the pandemic
Like,
happened,
Death Now,
and
like just
it kind of really
all
didn't
over
find
the
an
place.
audience
The
because of
story
it,
doesn't make any
and
sense.
they just went up on
It's
Max. So
like-
it's like unless like you're like a real hardcore DC type and you went on Max, like you probably wouldn't have seen it. But I thought Harley Quinn: The Birds of Prey was like a really fun movie.
Because there's two.
Ugh.
It exists.
That sounds
I-
rough.
Phoenix,
I think Dark Phoenix,
Phoenix was only an hour and a half.
is. It
I think
is
it's
a
better
movie.
than this.
You know, it's funny.
Yeah,
You said
it's-
the second
it
Dark
is-
Phoenix, and I went, "What the
Sit
fuck are
back.
you talking about?"
Is a
This was
movie
only 30
that's
minutes
not
less than Oppenheimer.
good or bad. It is just a film that
I
happens,
couldn't tell
and
you
it
how that
exists,
movie
and
ends.
it was
I
an
don't
hour and a half
remember, and we
long,
did it for the show.
and you're like,
And it has
that's
an excellent score, and that's about it.
I don't remember it at all. I have zero memories of how that.
which
movie
makes
works.
it better
I
than The
remember
Flash
there's
because it's an
shower
hour
kiss,
shorter.
and they made Sunspot White.
Uh,
And That's about it.
And it's like a real shame because New Mutants is not bad, but I don't think a lot of people saw that movie because oh yeah, there's like a big demon bear, and then the movie ends.
I think they're trying to like put as much space. Like let's like really let everyone forget all this other shit.
And then we never got.
And I think
Isn't
also
it
they
like
want
crazy
Deadpool to
that we have
kill it
not had
all.
the X-Men in any of the Marvel films so far?
Well,
Yeah, well, I think that's why they want to do
No,
it.
I mean,
I think the Deadpool movie is going to
They're
be
really dragging their feet on that.
I mean, we have like a mutant.
He's going to be doing,
and that's about it.
They're going to goof around with the multiverse and make fun of it. Yeah, I think it's going to be. They're bringing back everybody.
Here's my problem with that. If they want people to forget about it, they need to stop talking about it and not shove Patrick Stewart in my face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Nick Cage Ghost Rider is coming back for that, so we'll see.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Holy.
Nick Cage is collecting them paychecks. Yeah, I'll be in Teen Titans Go to the movies.
Ben Affleck, I hope shows
which is
up.
a fucking great movie, by the way. If you want to see a big movie that fucks around the multiverse and has like a bunch of like in references to a bunch of other DC films, do not watch The Flash. Go watch Teen Titans Goes to the movie.
Let me tell you something, John. Okay, I've seen exactly maybe 30 seconds from that movie, and I agree with you because it was a scene where they hand Joe Chill back the pistol to go kill the Waynes again, and they give a thumbs up to young Bruce Wayne.
Yep.
Wow, everyone.
While the shot's happening in the background.
The shooting in the background.
And then the other scene I liked was at that scene I thought was funny at the very end is that they're like, oh, we're going to do big life lessons. Like, nah, dude, we got to wrap this up. We got to go. And he's just like, Robin goes to the camera. He's like, kids, ask your parents where babies come from. Right before, and then the credits roll.